hate me, don't you?
Tune in to Kons podcast.
You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you?
First up, you know what I'm saying, Kurupt was hospitalized, you know what I'm saying, today, as Daz had posted on his Instagram asking everybody to pray for him, you know what I mean, he was in the hospital for a serious and a real pioneer in the industry, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people know him, a lot of people know what he does in the industry, you know what I'm saying, co-creator of Dog Pound, you know what I mean, the list goes on, the endless things that he has. Cenat, you know what I'm saying, Cenat put a video out called I Quit, and everybody went crazy, I guess, without even listening to the real context of what he was saying. He put out the video, his passion is something else. Obviously, you want to pursue fashion design. You feel me? Just like the dude said, man, this was a very warming video, very inspirational. You know what I mean? Good for Kons. You know, rapper John Forte. You know what I'm saying? John Forte has passed away. You know what I'm saying? Notorious, known for his tie-in with the Fugees. You know what I mean? I always remember Brian Clef saying John Forte. He has some verses too, and he was actually pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a bad rapper. He was definitely a dope rapper. You know what I'm saying? He definitely understood rap, understood rhymes, understood how to put words together. Metaphor. J. Cole, we've been waiting for this album for a long time. The Fall Off. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting for this. You know what I mean? So finally he let out to the public. Got a date for it. You know what I mean? He finally put it out, finally got a date for it. You know what I'm saying? He released all this little stuff. I believe he released the album that you can donate, whatever you could to it to get the album, whatever that was. Yeah. What's going on? What's happening? What is happening? You know what I mean? Episode 352 today, you know what I'm saying? Episode 351, episode 351. You know what I'm saying? Episode 351 today is Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? Middle of the week. Hope everybody's doing cool. This is a good hump day. You know what I'm saying? This is where we come to the middle of the week where we are ready for the weekend and damn near done with the whole week. You feel me? So hope everybody week been productive out there, you know what I'm saying? All the way up until this midpoint. You feel me? It's a good 60 out here, you know what I mean? And it's Wednesday, 2:34 in the afternoon, you know what I'm saying? So what's up? You know what I mean? On this good midday of the week, you know what I'm saying? In case it's your first episode here and you wonder what we do, this is where we talk about the headlines, news, whatever headlines you might have seen, whatever headlines that made a headline, I'm probably covering, whatever you may have seen them, whether you've seen them on your homepage, MSNBC News, Yahoo News, Google News, Hip Hop DX, whatever headline you might have seen on any of them websites. I'm probably touching on 1, 2, or 3 of them right here on this podcast, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and keep it locked, tell a friend, share it out, and let me keep you updated on this wicked world, you know what I mean? Today, you know what I'm saying, got a few little topics. I hope y'all enjoyed the last episode, you know what I mean? The last episode where I let you know about the ICE agent, you know what I mean? The ICE agent put together a GoFundMe, raised about $800,000 last I checked, probably at $1 million by now. Also let you know about Snoop Dogg and him saying that he was higher than a mother at the Golden Globe Awards. You know what I'm saying? Got the clip for that, showed you that, and also let you know Fred Warner and how he was doing on his practice return, you know what I'm saying? His potential return to the Niners in this playoff season that we in. Yeah, I mean, that's everything I let you know about last episode. Hope y'all enjoyed that one. You feel me? Today I got a few little topics for you, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch on Kurupt. You know what I mean? Headline came across, he was hospitalized from that concert, not put out this video called I Quit. People went crazy. And also the rapper John Forte has passed away, you know what I'm saying? Well, with the Fugees, and also J. Cole gave you a release on his album, you know what I mean? We're gonna touch on all of that today, you know what I mean? We're gonna get into all of that today without no more further ado, without no more chit chat, banter, you feel me? We're gonna go through these topics real quick, you know what I mean? So first up, you know what I'm saying, Kurupt, you know what I mean? Kurupt was hospitalized, you know what I'm saying, today, as Daz had posted on his Instagram asking everybody to pray for him, you know what I mean? He was in the hospital for a serious medical reason. Sources wouldn't say exactly, but I've seen that it might have been repeated seizures, severe seizures, you know what I mean, having a bunch of seizures at one time as well. I also came across, I don't know if that is true or not, but that's what I came across as well in doing the research for this, you know what I mean? mean? So the Breakfast Club touched on this, you know what I mean? Said Kurupt has been in the hospital, you know what I'm saying? He's been in the hospital for several weeks. Apparently, he was getting better, you know what I mean? He's out the hospital according to a clip I came across with his nephew, you know what I mean? But first in the clips, you're going to see the Breakfast Club, Lauren LaRosa, has reported on this and talked about Kurupt being hospitalized. And then after that, you're going to see the clip of his dude said he was his nephew, said he was home and good and getting better, you know what I mean? Check these clips out.
So yesterday, Daz Dillinger posted to his Instagram a photo of him and Kurupt. For those of you guys who do not know, Kurupt is one half of the Dog Pound, creator of the Dog Pound, legendary West Coast rapper. So this news was very shocking. So Daz Dillinger posted and he said, God said we shall live and not die. Want to send a big shout out to my big brother, official Kurupt. Get well speedy. Need all fans to send Kurupt a get well message. Flood his Instagram. Tell him how much we love him. And then, you know, from there, people started wondering what was going on. So there was later a report followed up by TMZ that reported that Kurupt has actually been hospitalized after battling some serious health issues. And the report does not get into what the health issues are, but they mentioned that he's been in the hospital for those weeks, but he is currently on the mend. However, he is still hospitalized, and they do report that his medical condition, whatever it is improving, and he is getting better as the days go by. So I want to send him some love.
Definitely send the healing energy to Kurupt, man.
Yeah.
Salute to Kurupt, man.
Yes.
If you don't know, Kurupt is originally from Philly. He moved to LA when he was like 15, 16. A lyricist, he gets busy, songwriter. A dope dude, man.
Yes, and yes, get better.
By now, many of y'all have seen this headline. I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know that my Uncle Kurupt, my Uncle Ricky, is safe. He's at home. He's not in the hospital. He's at home recovering. Originally, I didn't even want to speak about this. Somebody leaked the information, and y'all know how the news outlets get when information like that comes out. This is the downsides of having famous relatives, because truthfully, this is triggering for us every time we have to see that headline. We knew about this a while ago, so it's almost traumatic to have to relive it. I wish whoever leaked the headline leaked also the fact that he was home and recovering, so people didn't continually ask. My Uncle Ricky Strong, like this man, Muhammad Ali, he gonna be just fine. He's one of the greatest. Thank you to the fans that have been showing support to me and my family. Many of y'all have found out about me through my Uncle Kurupt. I tell a lot of Uncle Kurupt stories on my TikTok, Instagram, etc. So y'all know I have a lot of love, a lot of respect for my Uncle Ricky, as he was a very positive influence in my life. And he only wanted the best for me. So thank y'all again. It's not about me, so I'm not going to make this too long. Just wanted y'all to be calm and know my uncle's good. I woke up and saw they were talking about my Uncle Kurupt in the Breakfast Club. And I was like, I saw they were concerned. I'm like, okay, I got to say something so that everybody knows, like, we can relax. He's good. And things are looking up from here. I'll probably tell y'all some cool stories down the line. For now, I just want y'all to give my uncle space. Y'all can show him love in the comments and stuff like that, but maybe don't DM him, just because truthfully, there'll be too many for him to even respond. And please just leave the family alone too. You don't have to ask everybody about the scenario, but we appreciate your concern. I'm in here. Thank you for listening. And as always,
Wait, me,
You
don't
know what I mean? I was Lauren LaRosa telling you all about Kurupt's been hospitalized and his nephew saying he was home and fine. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's really his nephew. It seemed like it is. You know what I mean? But now he said he was home and good. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? We definitely don't want to lose nobody like Kurupt, such a pioneer in the game. Been in the game for a minute, just like you heard DJ Envy say. You know what I mean? He's been a writer. You know what I'm saying? He's been writing rhymes and all that. And a real pioneer in the industry. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know him. A lot of people know what he does in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Co-creator of Dog Pound. You know what I mean? The list goes on, the endless things that he has done, you feel me? But hopefully he cool though. They say he back home and doing good now, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kurupt, you know what I mean? I remember Kurupt, you know what I'm saying, beefing with DMX, you know what I mean? Over the Foxy Brown chick, and that was a whole messy situation that was going back and forth for a minute, man. If you know, you know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to Kurupt though, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's doing cool, you feel me? Cenat, you know what I'm saying? Cenat put a video out called I Quit, and everybody went crazy, I guess, without even listening to the real context of what he was saying. He put out the video entitled it I Quit, and people instantly started saying, oh, he quit and stream it. You know what I'm saying? He was saying a whole lot more than the headline was putting on. You know what I mean? He pursuing a whole career in fashion with his clothing line called Vivid. He's pursuing that. Went all the way out to Italy, teamed up with some Italy designers out there, and he's been out there designing his own clothing line, pursuing his dreams to be a fashion designer. You know what I mean? A lot of people heard him say he quit, but in the clip you can hear him say he quit quit overthinking. He quit processing so much. He quit thinking about what people are going to say or feel or think about what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's ready to move on to the next chapter in his life. You know what I'm saying? So this is everything that he's saying. I tried to find some clips to put it together to kind of let you hear it. You know what I mean? Hopefully they don't get me, because I believe he's playing some Kanye in the background, but hopefully they'll let these clips ride. You know what I mean? You can hear what he's for real saying. So this next little series you about to see Cenat in the clip of him speaking on this. And then I found this dude speaking on this particular subject in this video, and he explained it very well. Somebody who watched the whole 23 minutes of it and understood, you know what I mean? So yeah, check these clips out.
Self-reflect and take a step back from the broad perspective of what their life has been. I believe that there is more to this world that is much greater than myself. The energy and passion to want to do more and create is within me. That is why I quit. I quit thinking in my head of the goals I want to achieve and not pursuing them, because I'm primarily known for one thing and super scared to step out that box and try new things. I quit overthinking. I quit staying in my head about if the goals I pursue are going to work or not. I want to push limits to see how much I truly can create in life.
In the 19th century, Louis Vuitton was born and raised in Annecy, France, to a farmer and hat maker. Starting from a young age, Louis had no choice but to work on the family farm. From dusk to dawn, he planted and harvested crops, raised the animals, and stockpiled firewood. This is the story of how a homeless teenager pioneered modern luggage and laid the foundation for a billion-dollar empire.
Hate me, don't you?
I Quit Cenat video has to be the most inspiring, wholesome, genuine piece of content we've all ever seen. Like, this dude's not just the now, he's also the future. From talking to his mom and asking for genuine advice from somebody that only matters, like his mom's been there from the start, to expressing his current mental state and goals that he wants to pursue and literally show you as he's doing it. Bro, Cenat is just as human as me and whoever is watching this video. Kai ends up saying that he quits, and not streaming. He quits thoughts that don't really matter, and he's gonna be pursuing fashion and doesn't care what his thoughts or anybody thinks. Not only that, he touches up on his mental state and that he's not sad or depressed, he's just overthinking a lot of things. Bro, you gotta see it like this. When you think of Cenat, you don't think of fashion, you strictly think of streaming. This next step in his life is about to be hard. But with every challenge comes fear. It's like a roller coaster. Before you go on it, you're scared, but you still do it. You gotta chase it scared. The fact that Kai even wants to get into fashion, and not even just get into fashion, like get hands on with it, like this has nothing to do with money or like being the biggest. Like he actually has a passion for clothes. Like the clothes he's wearing, he wants people to feel something. Like what he's seeing in his mind, he wants people to wear and see. So his clothing brand's official name is Vivette, and it hasn't really launched yet, but the website is up. Bro, just like streaming, there's no doubt in my mind that Cenat's gonna be the biggest fashionist, if not bigger.
That was Cenat, and people talking about you. I showed you the dude talking about him explaining the video of him saying he quit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have reactions to this thinking that he was quitting streaming. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the case, as you heard in there. Hopefully the clips play through. You know what I mean? And they don't hit me with some copyright stuff, and hopefully he was able to hear that. But now you heard him. You know what I'm saying? He said he just quit overthinking. He quit over processing. He quit thinking about and worrying about what other people was going to think or say about the moves he's doing and what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's been in the streamer's box. All the people know him for is streaming, and his passion is something else. Obviously, you want to pursue fashion design. You feel me? Just like the dude said, man, this was a very warming video, very inspirational. You know what I mean? Good for Kai. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I'm not sad about him wanting to quit streaming, man. When people do things and they achieve certain goals at the highest level of that thing that they have done, it might not always be their passion. They just happen to be good at that certain thing, or figured out how to make it move, how to turn it to a business, how to move, how to get sponsorships, people chipping into what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, your content, you know what I mean? So however the case may be, you know what I'm saying, he's reached goals, he's got achievements, got awards, you know what I mean, got streamer awards above other streamers, you know what I'm saying, been the GOAT, became the pioneer of streaming, of being online, YouTube, success, all of that. We all look forward up to Kai, you feel me, because he's somebody who did it, and he's somebody from a block just like me, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kai Cenat for pursuing his passion and what he want to do in fashion design. We all know that it's going to definitely be something big, you know what I mean, for sure, with him being behind it, especially going out to Italy, you know what I'm saying? And then he's documenting it all. That's another thing, you know what I mean? I don't think he's saying totally no to streaming. He just going to be showing you something else, you know what I mean? Because he's documenting it all, writing the journal, putting pictures in the journal, and that's going to be published to the people. So we're going to see his whole journey and understand his thoughts and processes all throughout everything he was doing with this clothing brand, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be dope. I'm definitely going to purchase the book when it comes out, you know what I mean? Shout out to Kai Cenat. Yo, what's happening? What's going on? You feel me? It's Kons podcast, you know what I'm saying? So now's the time for you to hit that subscribe button, you feel me? If you ain't done it already, go on and do that now, you know what I'm saying? Right now is the perfect time to do so, you know what I'm saying? Right in the middle of the episode, you feel me? And I'm gonna probably remind you again at the end of this episode, you know what I'm saying? So go on and hit that subscribe button right now, you feel me? Yeah, let's get back to the episode. Rapper John Forte, you know what I'm saying? John Forte has passed away, you know what I'm saying? Notorious, known for his tie-in with the Fugees, you know what I mean? I always remember Wyclef saying John Forte in a song, I don't know what song, but I just remember Wyclef saying that, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the legendary John Forte. Femi Toure had put together a dope little tribute to John Forte in this clip you're going to see, and also Wyclef posted a clip of him and John Forte and his chick named Christine, who started freestyling in Spanish and killed it, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully they'll let this clip fly too, but I think they will. It ain't really too much music or copyrighted music playing. It's just a guitar doom and they kind of freestyling too, you know what I'm saying? But you'll see in the clip though, you know what I mean? So these next little clips you're gonna see is of that. Rest in peace to John Forte, you know what I'm saying? Check these clips out.
Bad news, the rapper John Forte has passed away at the age of 50. The cause has not yet been announced. Forte was a friend of mine, and he was a rapper who was down with the Fuji crew. He wrote and produced on The Score and released several great albums under his own name. He's a kid from the streets of Brooklyn who was brilliant and somehow made it into Phillips Exeter Academy, which changed his life. After high school, he moved to New York and was at NYU for a little while. Talib Kweli was his roommate in college. But college life wasn't for him. He wanted to be a musician, and soon he was recording with the Fugees and producing and working on his own music. But while he was building this career, he got caught up in some madness. He told me he had a desire to be seen as this wealthy rapper, but his music wasn't yet bringing in that kind of money. So he tried to move some Pepsi from Mexico to New York, and he got caught. He got sentenced to 14 years. John was a friend of mine, and while he was inside, we exchanged letters that I still have. He talked about how soul-numbingly boring it is to be inside and how dehumanizing it is. But after 8 years, his sentence was commuted by President George W. Bush. He got out and restarted his life and got back on track. He was making music, he was touring the world, and he was raising 2 children. He was living right. He made a mistake and rebounded from that mistake and got back on track. He lived the last part of his life the way he wanted to. John was a lovely guy, very intelligent, great energy, always fun to be around. He will be missed by
Wait me, don't you?
When it come to freestyle, man, I bring the beats. Trust me, man, I take it from Brooklyn to Zion. I hit the mosque, man, right there in Harlem. This me, Allah, Rahman, Rahim. You don't got knowledge yourself if you don't know what that means. Man, I flip it to the truth, and they looking at me saying, Clef must be Hebrew, you right. This is how I do when I come with my brother John Forte, sometimes on the run. While Clef John, yet I'm that MC. How many mics do we rip on the deli? Many, say many. How many mics do we rip on the deli? John Forte, man, we keep it hardcore. With the Fugees, we coming fresh off tour like, ready or not, we rock come, you can't hide. I'm gonna find Come here, sister. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Yo. Ooh la la la. Están los Fuji. Ooh la la la. Desde China a Nueva York, yo. Ooh la la la. Sudamérica. So, ¿qué pasa, mi gente? Quisiera un fuerte aplauso esta noche para. Porque no tengo mucho, pero con lo que tengo me conformo. Bajo la escalera de me tomo un sorbo. Prendo el califón, le doy comida a mi gata. Cuchillo mis ojos se levanta de la cama. Que miro al horizonte a través de mi ventana, donde se dibuja el puente panamericana. Un minuto de silencio se transforma en una hora. El tiempo de rodillas reposo me implora que sola en mi cuarto, un cuarto para las 7. Me siento a mi misma cara sonriente, lente, mi... Ok, I love it, So, yo, la la la. Quisiera un fuerte ruido esta noche, ¿qué? La la. Muchas gracias, pana.
That was 12A giving a dope little tribute to John Forte and Wyclef with his dope little freestyle, little thing he did on stage with him, you know what I mean? That was dope to see, you know what I'm saying? I remember some of the songs, but not too much. This was back way long time ago when he was out with the Fugees, you know what I'm saying? I remember him being with the Fugees, though. He definitely synonymous with them, you know what I mean? He tied in with them. He was helping their career, helped them come up and all that, you know what I'm saying? So he had some verses, too, and he was actually pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't a bad rapper. He was definitely a dope rapper. You know what I'm saying? He definitely understood rap, understood rhymes, understood how to put words together, metaphors, similes, and all that. You know what I mean? Everything that goes into rapping. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of other words for wordplay that I can't think of right now. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He was definitely a dope rapper. You know what I'm saying? Recipes to John Forte. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole, we've been waiting for this album for a long time. The Fall Off. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting for this. You know what I mean? So finally he let out to the public. Got a date for it. Said February 6th is going to be dropping. You're going to see in the clip, put out a whole little video, him watching all his Urus at the car wash. You know what I'm saying? It's a spot where he's sitting in the diner at a little section by himself. You know what I mean? So, and then you get a little snippet of what's to come at the end of the video. You know what I mean? Following by some shots let off after he started rapping a little bit. Hopefully they'll let that play. You know what I mean? But it ain't even out, so I don't see what it would be. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to J. Cole. Finally, The Fall Off is coming. You know what I'm saying? And it sounded dope in the little snippet that he put at the end. You know what I mean? The video is dope. A little trailer for it that he put out. Get you kind of anticipate, put into what he owned. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, the next little clip you're going to see is just the little clip that he put out, letting you know that The Fall Off is finally coming February 6th. Check it out.
Don't you?
Everything is supposed to go away eventually. You see this especially in like show business with famous actors or like musicians. And it's like, oh, this guy used to be famous and then he fell off. What happened? And they want to point to, they did this and they made some sort of mistake. Instead of thinking that, look, it's kind of crazy they got famous in the first place. So few people reach that level that, yes, of course it's not going to last forever because somebody else has to take that spot. And that's how show business has been since forever. But no, they always want to say, oh, that guy fell off. They want to look down on him for just going through the natural cycle of rising and falling.
Young Puck playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain. What things? Young Puck playing war games. He wanted love, but he only made more pain.
Picture my soul climbing out an infinite hole when niggas die over pride and live for the. Hate me, don't
yeah, you know what I mean? As you just seen, that was a little trailer he put together, posted that on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And then he posted the album cover too, you know what I'm saying, which is this right here. I think this is the album cover that he also posted, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to J. Cole, February 6th, you know what I mean? We finally getting that album to fall off, you know what I'm saying? He's been anticipating talking about this album for a long time, you know what I'm saying? A long time. He's been talking about it, we've been hearing about it, you know what I mean? He finally put it out, finally got a date for it, you know what I'm saying? He released all this other little stuff. I believe he released the album that you can donate, whatever you could to it to get the album, whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? He had a little project that he did showing some behind the scenes stuff that you paid for along with that, you know what I mean? So just some dope stuff that he was doing in between, I guess, building up to this, you know what I mean? Building up to this album. It's all marketing schemes when it comes to these artists, you know what I mean? But shout out to J. Cole, though. I'm definitely hyped, you know what I'm saying? On February 6th, I'm definitely going to be downloading that, streaming it, you know what I'm saying, and listening to it, giving it a listen, you know what I'm saying? Might even put out an episode on a live listen to it or something like that. Never know, you know what I mean? But that's all the topics I got for y'all today, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a busy day after get out of here from y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be very busy after this, you feel me? So I don't know when this going to come out, you feel me? This episode might drop tomorrow, Thursday, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean? Because I'm definitely going to be busy. I might just hold this in till tomorrow, even though I said it's Wednesday, goddamn it, by the time you see it, it might be Thursday, you know what I mean? I don't know, we'll see, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't even going to be in the house to even be doing no editing for some hours after this, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes, you know what I'm saying? But thank you for tuning in, though, you feel me? In case you had to step out of something, or in case you rolled up, got too loaded, in case you pulled up, got too drunk, or in case you had to go step in with some kids fighting over something, you heard some commotion upstairs or in the other room, had to go see what it was about, if something was going on outside, you had to step outside, away from the podcast, you feel me? Let me let you know quick things that we just went over, you know what I mean? So I just let you know the Kurupt have been hospitalized, you know what I'm saying? Some people say I heard, you know what I mean, due to seizures, too many seizures, a lot of seizures took place, you know what I'm saying? But they said it was severe medical reasons, didn't really let the reason out, you know what I mean? But according to his nephew, dude claiming that he is his nephew, he's home and doing well. I also let you know Cenat put a video out called with the title I Quit, and he's talking about he's quitting a bunch of things except for streaming. A lot of people are saying that he's quitting streaming and going crazy over it, you know what I mean? You can't believe it, like it's a big thing, but he said a whole lot more than those things as far as I quit. He never even really said I quit streaming, you know what I mean? He was talking about a whole bunch of other stuff that I discussed in this episode, you feel me? Also, I'll let you know that John Forte has passed away, dude that was heavily associated with the Fugees has passed away, you know what I mean? Also let you know J. Cole released his little trailer, let you know that his album is finally coming, the fall off February 6th, you know what I mean? 2026, you know what I mean? But that's everything. We just went over everything I just let you know. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, you feel me? Because we all know, you feel me? Instead of being right here, you know what I'm saying, tuned in to me, listening to the news, these updates that I'm giving you, you know what I mean? You could have been doing anything that you wanted to do in the world, you know what I mean? No matter who you was, you know what I'm saying? Whether you was a little brother, a little sister, whether you was an older brother, an older sister, whether you was a niece, a nephew, an auntie, an uncle, whether you was a grandma, a grandpa, a mother, father, could be cousin Pookie, cousin Mookie, cousin Pete, cousin Man, and if y'all got pets that's sitting there right along with you and you watching Kons podcast and you sitting there petting, whether your pet is a pet hedgehog, you have a pet porcupine, you know what I'm saying? Hope you ain't stabbing yourself petting that porcupine, you know what I mean? You can have a pet giraffe, a pet hyena, a pet dog, a pet hedgehog, you know what I'm saying? You can have a pet cat, you know what I mean? A pet hedgehog, you know what I'm saying? A pet bearded dragon, a pet alligator, a pet crocodile. I know I said hedgehog twice, but hey, you get the picture, you feel me? If you tuned in, I definitely salute you. You know what I'm saying? Like you see the homie scrolling up that screen, give you that good salute. You know what I mean? But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching Kons podcast. It's been episode 351. You know what I mean? Thank you for tuning in. The beat you hear creeping up right now was made by none other than my oldest son, Beats by JJ. You know what I mean? But yeah, let him talk to you on the background while these credits roll up the screen. Give you my last little minute commentary. You know what I mean? And let me know in the comments what you're feeling. Thanks about everything you heard in this episode. You know what I mean? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching.
You hate me, don't you?
Damn, JJ.
You hate me, don't you? Wait me, don't you?
From talking to his mom and asking for genuine advice from somebody that only mattered. His mom's been there from the start.
Wait me, don't you?
When it come to freestyle, man, I bring the beats. Trust me, man, I take
Wait me, don't you?
to Zion. I hit the mosque, man, right there in Harlem.
Wait me, don't you?
You don't got knowledge.
Wait me, don't you?
Man, I flip it to the school. Looking at these.
Wait me, don't you?
This is how I do when I come with the jump.
Wait me, don't you?
What the fuck they're doing.
Don't you?
That.
Wait me, don't you?